So we are meeting again our friend Owl. Alright. Let's talk to him. Wow. Look where we are. Can I walk that way? Sorry, I need to quickly investigate. It's like a Greek palace, I guess. Ah, it's the same palace. It's just like very old. Yeah, and that's where was the obelisk and we were jumping from. And now no obelisk, just this like fire. I'm stupid. Okay.
Oh. Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fray. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al.
Alworth, I came in here to find you.
Well, here I am. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I'm Ines, and I was hoping you'd know who I am.
I know who you are. I barely remember how I got here myself. Oh, did that lady in the forest send you in here after me? I guess I lost track of time, learning about the history of this place. It is extraordinary. I'm fairly certain you and I are the first people to set foot in this city for about 2,000 years. Fortunately for us, the last person in here was a Roman man named Galerius, who inscribed an account into a tablet. Apparently there was a community of 20-something people trapped in here, and living in fear of a curse they called the Golden Moon. They believed that if even one person sinned, an unknown god would cast them all into gold, like 1,000 people who'd lived here before them. Then, one day, just as Galerius had finished praying for a good harvest at the shrine of Proserpina, an oracle appeared and told him how to solve the ills of the city, like saving the life of a dying woman, preventing the suicide of a man in debt bondage, freeing a falsely accused prisoner, foiling an assassination attempt, and so on. Meanwhile, the oracle walked up to the temple of the mysterious god, this one right here, and demanded an audience. The doors just opened up to him. Nobody knows what went on in there, but Galerius wrote the oracle must have been more persuasive than Odysseus, because the next thing he knew, the ground shook, and the voice of that god rang out over the city. The many have suffered long enough. Unfortunately, Galerius' account just sort of stops after that, leaving a lot of questions unanswered. What became of him, and the other people who lived here? What happened to all the golden statues? And did this mysterious oracle single-handedly undo the curse that had terrorized people for hundreds of years?
Sounds a bit far-fetched. These Romans are crazy. I'll brag, okay? I'll brag. Call me Oracle. Actually, that was me.
What? Oh, I see. For a moment there I thought you were serious.
What?
I think I found a way out through the aqueduct that brought water into the city. Follow me.
I'm right behind you. Cool. No? Alright. Oh, I really wanted to go through the city, but okay. Yeah, so weird. Like all the time loops. And Al is such a good person. What are you doing?
I'm going to pause here for a moment and make sure nobody else is ever looking at this temple.
Good idea.
You go on ahead. I'll be there soon.
Let's go. Oh, look how beautiful and peaceful and nice this place is. Without terrorizing golden rule. Let's see. Riva, I'm coming. Oh, Karen, are you still here?
You're back. But you're alone. Does that mean you didn't find Al?
I found him. He'll be here in a moment.
What a relief. Thank you so much. I was beginning to think you'd both become trapped in there. Why don't you tell me what you discovered while we wait?
Oh. I think we already talked. I discovered you're not who you said you were. I remember meeting you 2,000 years ago. Was it exactly what we asked? Oh, I discovered the ruins of an ancient underground city. Did we ask really this one in the first, talk with her? I don't know. I'll ask this. I should have saved. Oh, Papa. Okay.
Ah, I see. I thought you might. Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions.
Who are you really?
You can just call me Carol, if you like. I'm sorry I was not completely honest with you when we first met. I do not enjoy deceiving people. Believe me, I do not. But I have learned, from 5,000 years of experience, that most people find comfort in familiarity, in gradual change, and coming to see the truth in their own time.
What truth is that?
That you died, of course.
Mm.
You were dead when I brought you here. My role, as the servant of the god of the underworld, has always been to assist the chosen to cross the threshold from the land of the living to the land of the dead.
How did I die?
Usually, when people do not remember how they died, it is because they suffered a terrible trauma. Most souls would rather not remember. Ask yourself honestly, do you really want to know?
Yes.
As you wish. You were murdered. You were exploring an old tomb when you discovered a cache of forgotten relics, including 2 silver coins of ancient origin. Unfortunately, as you emerged into daylight, you were set upon by 2 beings. A nearby hiker saw the scuffle break out and leapt to your aid, trying to help you recover your bounty. You both fought bravely, but your assailants were armed, and you were not. There was nothing you or your ally could have done. He died instantly at the scene, and you followed a few hours later. That man's name was Al Word. You were each in possession of a sacred coin called Caron's Opal by some, and so it was my duty to bring you here.
Pluto said the coins Al and I had were the last in existence. What does that mean for you?
It means I am now bereft of purpose. There is nobody else to ferry here, nobody to keep you company. After 5,000 years, the underworld has finally run its course.
What is so special about these coins?
Perhaps you have heard the tales of the Greeks and Romans bearing their dead with a coin in their mouths to pay the ferryman for passage across the river. Well, those stories contained a seed of truth, but not any coin would do. A long time ago, my master created 1,000 silver coins and had me distribute them across the world. My orders were simple. Whenever a person died in possession of a coin, I was to locate them and ferry them here.
Yes, Pluto mentioned that my coin was the last in existence. What does that mean for you?
It means I am now bereft of purpose. There is nobody else to ferry here. Nobody to keep
Alright,
you
we heard that. Can you return us to the land of the
I
living?
see no point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself. Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe what we found. The ruins of a long-forgotten city. And there was a tablet describing an oracle who confronted a god and undid an ancient curse.
Sounds like quite a story. And I look forward to hearing all about it. But you two look exhausted. Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while I ferry you back to civilization?
Sounds good to me.
And you? Are you ready to go home?
Alright, Karen. Okay, Ron. Ferry us home. Why she look so sad? Ooh, 1 year later. Ooh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, look at us in a proper museum. So freaky to be in a museum when we walked among those like statues and people wearing togas and all that. And what a champ Al is, like absolute beautiful human being.
Hey, you made it. It's
Huh?
great to see you again.
Are we
I
old?
read your book and what the critics said about it. I guess they weren't ready for your theories about the underworld. Anyway, after everything you've been through, I thought you might appreciate some good news. So after we got back to the real world, I started doing some research into the people mentioned in Galerius' tablet. And I found something strange. I'm sorry I've been so cryptic. I've been dying to tell you. I just really wanted you to see this for yourself. Why don't you head on down there? I'll catch up with you at the other end.
Aww. Not golden statues. Oh, look at this. What?
You're finally here.
Galerius?
Remember me?
Galerius, what are you doing here?
It's a crazy story. After you disappeared, Karen appeared and told us she was returning us to the world. Even gave us some coins to help us start our lives over. Only, for some reason, she returned us to your world instead of ours.
What?
Anyway, I know we only ever had that one conversation, and I wasn't even sure if you'd remember me, but I wanted to say thanks for freeing us from the underworld and giving us a second chance at life.
Wow, that is a shocker. Ugh, I can't wrap my head around it. Wow, that what a twist. I'm so happy to see him though, in a shirt. What are you doing with yourself these days? Oh,
I used Karen's gift to buy a farm in Umbria. Got a villa on it too, with enough room for Dooley, of course. It's hard work, but I sleep soundly every night. I'm finally my own man, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
are you with Equity now?
I know! I can't believe my luck either. But we're engaged and living together. We're planning to get married next spring. If you're gonna be around, we'd love to see you there.
Oh, I'd love that. Count me in. Oh, wow. It was good to see you again,
Of
Galerius.
course, there's a whole museum full of people waiting for a chance to thank you. So you better keep moving. We'll speak again soon, my friend.
Oh, oh. This is so cool. Equitia wearing a water shirt. Let me see.
You're here. It's lovely to finally meet you. Galerius told me all about you.
Good to see Equitia.
You're the hero who somehow vanquished the last of the Roman gods. As I'm a priestess, you realize you've put me out of work. I'm just teasing. Actually, and it still feels a little sacrilegious to say this, I'm finding life after religion quite enjoyable.
What are you doing?
Galerius and I are engaged and expecting.
Oh, wow.
We've just bought a lovely villa in the countryside with room for a large family. And Dooley too, of course. It feels like the world has just opened up for us. There's so much to learn and so many more possibilities for our children than we ever imagined. We're just so thankful for what you did for us. For all of us.
How's Livia?
Oh, it's sweet of you to ask. She recovered nicely. In fact, she's here somewhere. If you'd like to ask her yourself.
I'll do that. It's good to see
See you
you.
at the wedding, I hope.
I'll be there. Oh my. Oh my, my. Ah, so freaky. Oh, this is Persephonus thingy that we emerge every time. Dooley.
Hello, I'm Dooley.
I remember who you are, Dooley.
Galerius said you're very nice and a big help. Thank you for getting us out of the bad place. I didn't know.
What are you doing?
I live at Galerius' brushing my teeth.
I'm sorry, you never found his treasure.
Treasure? Oh, I forgot about that. I like my box. Hilarious got me a box that held small. It's my favourite thing.
I'm glad you're happy. Oh, it's good to see you.
Bye.
Romans army. Horatius. Oh, Horatius.
Hi there, I'm Horatius.
Hi.
I understand we have you to thank for giving us a second chance at life, and reuniting Santilla with us as well. So, thank you.
What are you doing?
I'm living up north and studying in the military academy in Modena. I'm going to be an officer one day. The world's changed a lot, but some things stay the same. Would you believe we're still studying military tactics from my time? Alexander the Great, Caesar, Hannibal Barca. Still, I have to keep challenging myself to let go of old ways of thinking and embrace the new. As Seneca wrote, the ones who pioneered our paths aren't our masters, but our guides.
That's a good thing. I'm sorry you never got to see your girl again.
You remembered that. Thank you. I grieved for a time, but that's done. In the words of Epictetus, as those who rode behind triumphant generals remind them they are mortal, remind yourself your precious one isn't one of your possessions, but something given for now, not forever.
Yeah. Well said.
Thanks.
Enjoy the moment. Yeah, what happened to your buddy Demetrius?
He's not my... Oh, I see what you did there. Good one. He had more trouble adapting than most. He got himself disqualified from the UFC. So he started some kind of underground blood sport tournament. Appealed in Rome. Suppose it appealed to people's baser instincts. They say he made some good coin, killing a bunch of men like that. But his luck finally ran out. And his life along with it. You know what they say. Live by the sword, die by the sword.
Oh, he died. The gladiator guy. And the girl, I think this guy was buying his girl necklace, and then someone stole it during the fire, and he died trying to recover it. Oh, that's a shame.
Perhaps.
Yeah, the media was funny.
And you. Farewell.
Who's that behind you?
Hey,
Cynthia.
I take it you're the Oracle. Thanks for coming.
Good to see you again, Cynthia.
Actually, I changed my name to Cynthia.
Cynthia.
I didn't want to be associated with Centius after what happened. I'm not sure if you heard, but after you drove Pluto off, Proserpina emerged from the Great Temple.
Ooh,
She
what?
knew right away what none of us had figured out about that psychopath. He'd been keeping my little sister locked up in the upper cistern all that time. But he's been dealt with. He's... you know what? The important thing is we'll never see him again.
Oh yeah, I'm worried about that. What are you doing with yourself?
Anything I want.
Hmm.
I'm a woman of means in a vast new world. I can go wherever and do whatever I please. Of course, I mostly just stay in my villa and have my servant Alexa summon things for me, because it's just awful out there. Barbarians everywhere.
What? What happened to Cynthia?
He's still there, all alone. The last golden statue in the underworld.
What?
Trapped in a metal shell, slowly losing his mind until the end of time. Eternal torment. Just what he deserves, if you ask me.
Yeah, very harsh. Very harsh. That seems a bit excessive.
I try not to think about him at all.
Alright. It was good to see you, Cynthia.
You too. See you around.
Wow, they left him in gold there. Yulia.
You're the Oracle, right?
Ines is
Oh,
fine.
of course, sorry. And I never got a chance to thank you for telling Galerius how to save my life. And of course, getting me and all of us out of a terrible situation.
What do you do?
Oh, I barely recognize myself. I'm living in a house share in London with my wonderful girlfriend. And I'm studying English at university. Eventually, I want to travel the world and write about it. Turns out, it's about 30 times bigger than the Roman Empire ever was. Did you know there are entire continents Rome never knew existed? And you can travel almost anywhere in an aircraft, which is rather like flying on a Pegasus, but much more comfortable. Oh, sorry, you already know all that, of course. I'm just so excited. There's so much to see and learn and write about.
Seeing the world through fresh eyes sounds wonderful.
I have noticed people from your time have no idea how fortunate they are.
Yeah.
I hope to change that. One day.
What happened to Malleolus and
Last
Claudia?
I heard, Malleolus kept insisting he was the last rightful ruler of the Roman Empire, and wound up being committed to a psychiatric hospital.
Oh no.
As for Claudia, she was always so viciously unhappy. Someone said she'd blown all her money on wine, trying to drink herself back to the underworld. After the horrific way they treated Ulpius and me, I can't help feeling a sense of... what's that German word? Schadenfreude?
Alright, my German viewers can tell me what that means. I think you're allowed to feel that. I don't know how, but it sounded like they got what was coming to them. I don't know, whatever, first one.
Thank you. You're very kind.
What happened to Aurelia?
Someone told me she was boasting about getting her claws into some rich prince,
Eh,
and how she was going to be living the high life from now. Even in your time, life still isn't fair. Apparently, he'd proposed before they'd even met. And last I heard, she bought herself a first-class one-way ticket to join him in some exotic place called... what was it? Nigeria?
eh,
Some people have all the luck.
I want... Yep, all the luck. Yeah, don't worry, something tells me she's going to get what she deserves. As an oracle, I foresee terrible disappointment in her future. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna be very pretentious.
Really? Huh. I feel better already. Thank you.
So good to be an oracle. Good to see you.
Too. If you're ever in London, let me know. We can go to bars and drink wine and listen to the stories of the 9 million people who live there.
Yep.
I hope so.
Lucretia.
You are here. It's nice to finally meet you.
Hi.
Lucy is fine.
Lucy.
I'm making an effort to blend in, as you can see. We are all trying to keep a low profile. If the world knew we died 2,000 years ago and were suddenly brought back to life 12 months ago, they'd never leave us alone. Speaking of which, I wanted to say thank you in person. I'd say the gods smile on you, but I hear you drove the last of them off. So,
What are you doing?
I'm studying to get into medical school. As much as I resented the responsibility of keeping everyone in the city alive, when it ended, I realized I missed it. So I guess I'll just keep saving the world, if begrudgingly, one patient at a time.
Good to see you,
You
Lucy.
too. Don't be a stranger.
Wow, can you imagine what these people went through? They lived like 2,000 years ago. They died. They merged in the underworld. And they lived their underworld, golden rule, and then they merged 2,000 alive. Oh my god. Oh, hermit.
And here you are. It's wonderful to see you again.
Good to see you
Oh,
too.
and by the way, I go by Philip now.
I never thought I'd leave that cave, let alone the city. And now I'm living in the 21st century. What a time to be alive. And it seems I have your Catabasis to thank for it.
What are you doing?
I'm working as a consultant to the Faculty of Classics at Cambridge University, helping fill the odd gap in my knowledge. Not that I need the money, but I do love being around enlightened minds again.
I bet. Do you still think Utopia is out of reach?
Aha! You remember that?
I do.
I have to admit, I have been profoundly impressed by the advances humans have made these past 2 millennia. The sum total of human knowledge available at our fingertips, miraculous modern medicines, and a series of prosperous democracies. Your contemporaries have come further toward utopia than I ever thought possible, though there's still a way to go.
Yeah, I think so. We'll get there one day. I don't know about that, but we'll see it.
I hope so.
I'll be going.
My sincere thanks once again.
Let me see. George is my favorite man.
Greetings. You must be the legendary oracle. It is a sincere privilege to finally make your acquaintance. I am Georgius.
Good to see
I
you.
am told we have you to thank for freeing us from Hades, and for that I am most grateful.
What are you doing?
I am reacquainting myself with Greece. It has changed so much over the last 2,000 years, I barely recognize it. This is at once heartbreaking and thrilling. Perhaps one day, once I have seen all of this new Greece and sampled her delights, I will settle down in Santorini, in a villa overlooking the Azure Aegean Sea. I hope you will join me there and regale me with the story of how you faced off against the fearsome god of the underworld and won.
Are you going? Okay. Don't make her wait. Consider me there. It was good to see you.
You too, my friend.
It's funny how those people that did poor choices during the even golden rule, like they in the real world when there is no golden rule and there's so much opportunity, they still did some poor choices.
You're the one we've been waiting for. I'm Fabia.
Hi.
I wanted to say thanks for sending Galerius to save my life. I don't know how you knew. I would have been crushed by that shrine for sure.
You're welcome.
I'm just so happy to be here with you, everyone, together again, even if it's just for one more night.
Yeah, I agree. What are you doing?
Well, it's not like I have to work with all the silver Karen gave me, so I just do what makes me happy. Mostly that means baking for my friends and looking at memes while binging TV shows and yoga pants. What a time to be alive.
I agree. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. I really am.
Alright, see you, Fabio.
You too.
I even can't recognize some of them from behind. Octavia, my Christian friend.
Oh, hello. Lovely to meet you. I've heard so much about you.
Nice to see you.
I'm thankful that you're here. I was sure the person who drove off the last pagan god would have more important things to do than visit the likes of us. But thank you for coming and for saving our lives. What you did was extraordinary, and I'll never forget it.
What are you doing with yourself?
I'm living in Rome again, in a charming little flat by the Tiber. Not far from my old place. Oh, and I'm training to be a crisis counselor. After you sent Galerius to persuade Ulpius not to take his own life, I was inspired. I just want to spend the rest of my life helping people, like you helped him.
Very noble cause. Good on you.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Alright, see you.
And you. Oh, and I hope this isn't too forward, but some of us are going out for a drink after this, if you'd like to join us.
All in.
Wonderful. I'll see you soon.
These people
Good
feel
evening.
they don't remember me, but like they feel like already a family. I've been so many circles with them. Livia.
Greetings.
I couldn't recognize you, Livia, honestly. She was the crazy one that realized they're in the underworld, and she was like covered with filth and muttering stuff. Alright, good to see you. Looking well?
Thank you for your kind words and for liberating us all. In all the time I was in the underworld, I never once imagined that I might end up in a place so much like Elysium.
Indeed. What are you doing with yourself?
I'm recovering. Octavia was kind enough to let me stay with her for a while. At least until I'm well enough to be independent again.
Read any good poems lately?
Ah, you remember that?
I do.
I'm a little tired of Ovid, but that's all right. I have 2,000 years worth of poetry to catch up on now. I'm already up to the 19th century, and am quite enjoying the work of a fellow named Poe. I think I may have found a kindred spirit. Men have called me mad, but the question is not yet settled whether madness is or is not the loftiest intelligence.
Well said. Alright, see
And
you.
you. Farewell, friend.
Who is that?
Some soiree, innit?
What? Please keep out of furniture. Even clean hands can damage the fragile surface of these red pieces. And he is just laying there.
Oh, hello at last. You must be the oracle I've heard so much about. I'm Daisius.
I know you.
Listen, I wanted to express my sincere appreciation for what you did. If it wasn't for you, I'd never be able to sell all those useless old relics I accumulated. Whatever you did at that temple made me a very wealthy man. Thank you.
No need to thank. It was entirely unintended. Yes, I'll be a little bit mean to him because, yeah, you know what happened in the fairly first episodes. I think episode 2 or 3, anyway.
Such a serving wit. I love it.
Oh, he loves it. What are you doing with yourself?
I took the money I made from selling my trinkets and started investing in the stock market. That's where the real money is now. In fact, I was hoping to ask your advice. You being the oracle and future seer and all that, on which stocks I should invest in next. I can't decide between fossil fuels, tobacco, gambling and arms. What would you recommend?
I can't really see the future, I'm afraid. I wouldn't help you even if I could.
Oh, don't be like that. You can tell your old pal Daisius. I won't take no for an answer.
DVD rentals have bright future. Broadcast television is going to be the next big thing. Print media is going to make a huge comeback. DVD rentals.
Oh, of course, yeah. I was just thinking the same thing. Go home and buy up as much stock as I can tonight. I'm going to make a bloody fortune.
Oh, that love. I'll be going.
Of course, don't let me keep you.
Oh my god, this fella. Oh, we're in the Greek, in Egyptian, and this is, yep, Kebash. Hi, Kebash.
London any more tunes lately, my friend?
Not recently, no. Good to see you too.
I must say, I am ashamed of the way I acted when we first met. If I had known you would go on to confront and triumph over the tyrant masquerading as the Lord of Silence, I would never have blocked your passage.
Don't worry about it. It all worked out in the end.
You are most gracious. I too would like to offer my thanks for releasing us from that place, and for your role in bringing us here. This world is truly wondrous.
What are you doing?
For a time, I returned to Alexandria, but they have no need of another fisherman, and I came to see there is nothing for me there. Instead, I have decided to follow the custom of your youths and backpack the world. It is a great adventure, and I have met many people from many cultures. I spent the first 25 years of my life avoiding the 42 sins that would deny me access to the afterlife. Now, I think it is time I had some fun.
Must be really mind-opening travel. Sounds like you earned it. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good to see you,
Thank
Kebash.
you, Oracle.
Alright. We have 4 more people. Who are these people? Rufus? Virgil? Oh yeah, I want to speak to, are they together? Are they together? I think I have suspected Rufus have a crush on Virgil. Let's see.
Nice to meet you.
Good to see you, Rufus. You two, what did you say your name was?
I go by Rufus now.
Rufus.
You start. Your name. Oh, and thanks, by the way, for what you did. Sorry, I'm no good with the mushy stuff.
Okay, no mushy stuff. What do you do?
I live with Virgil in Rotterdam, not far from where he grew up. It's very modern, destroyed in the war, and it rebuilt itself. Good place for a fresh start. Haven't decided what I'm going to do with my life yet. One adjustment at a time.
Good to see you.
You too. Look us up next time you're in the Netherlands. We're grateful.
They are together. Oh, they are together. We found something in his room that was kind of suspicious, and I thought,
It's so nice to finally meet you. I've heard so much about you.
Good to see
I
you.
wanted to thank you personally for getting us out of there, and for helping Rufus come to terms with himself. He may come off a little gruff, but once you get past that, he's a lovely fellow.
What do you do?
I'm studying to be an architect again, and living with Rufus in our beautiful flat in Rotterdam, just down the river from Nijmegen, where I grew up. Of course, it's improved immensely since I was there last. Gleaming futuristic buildings and clean streets, full of educated, accepting people. You natives of the 21st century have no idea how fortunate you are.
Good to see you,
You
Virgil.
too, as Rufus said in his own laconic way. If you're ever in the Netherlands, we'd love to show you around. It's the least we could do.
Let me just take up on that. So nice to see you there. Oh, so happy for them. Scintilla and Opius. Oh yeah.
We meet again.
Oh, Scintilla.
I go by Gabriella now.
Gabriella,
I didn't
what?
want to be reminded of that monster every time I heard my own name.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say thanks, and no hard feelings, for leaving me in that system when you did. I know it must have been a difficult decision. But
Yeah.
it was the right one.
I appreciate it. What do you do with yourself?
I'm living with Ulpius on a little vineyard in Umbria. It's even more wonderful than I dreamed it would be. I'm so grateful to you for making sure he's still with us. If you're ever passing through the region, I hope you'll come and visit us. You can try some of our very own wine.
I must do that. See you.
Thanks. You too.
And Ulpius.
It's nice to finally put a face to the name. I'm Ulpius.
Good to see you.
I understand I have you to thank for sending Galerius to save my life. The way you just showed up out of the blue and stopped me from making a terrible mistake. I'll be forever in your debt.
What are you doing?
I'm living with Gabriella in Umbria. We finally bought the little vineyard we always dreamed of. It'll be a little while before we know what we're doing, but every day I look at her and this extraordinary new world with all its beauty, and I think, what if I'd given up hope? And missed out on all of this. So we're living each day to the fullest. And we end them all the same way, sitting together on our terrace with a glass of our wine, which the locals say is almost drinkable now, and watching the sunset over the rolling hillside.
Oh,
Couldn't be happier.
I'm glad you're happy.
Thank you. I wouldn't be here without you.
Yeah, seeing you jump off that rooftop building, whatever, was horrendous.
You too.
Alright, we've talked with everyone, maybe? Oh, this beautiful place. Wow.
There you are. I hope you enjoyed that. Now, there's one more person I wanted to introduce you to. I think you know her.
Sorry if I frightened you. Just a little joke I've been saving for a long time.
It's her! I recognize that voice.
Allow me to introduce myself properly. I am Proserpina, former goddess of the cycle of life and renewal.
Wow.
And now, a regular mortal. I wanted to meet you in person, and thank you for freeing all these people, and me. I hate to think what would have happened to us without your intervention.
You were whispering to me all along?
Indeed. Suffice it to say that while Pluto was controlling the eyes and ears of each golden statue, I was able to control their tongues and whisper to you when he was distracted. I am sorry my messages were so cryptic. There were only ever brief windows in which I could speak to you without being detected.
You did what you could, thank you. You created the time loop?
I did. I may have given up my immortality, but I still retain my gifts as the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. After witnessing Pluto punish countless poor souls over thousands of years, I knew this generation, the final wave, would not survive. So I tried to give them a way to buy more time. A second chance. Rather as many second chances as they needed to avoid his wrath. So I whispered to Sentius in secret, telling him the prayer required to create a portal in my shrine. I knew the danger of humans being corrupted by godly power, and so I put a safeguard in place. I required the creator of the portal to sacrifice their own life, so that it could only be used selflessly, to help others. What I did not anticipate is that Sentius would retain his accumulated memories from each previous day, and as a veteran soldier he had long since shed his fear of death. He quickly discovered that he could, in effect, prolong his own life indefinitely by exploiting the cycle. Of course, once I had taught him the prayer, I could not unteach him, and there was little I could do but wait for someone like you to come along and see him for what he was. We were all fortunate you came along when you did.
Yeah. What became of Pluto?
I don't know what happened to him. I haven't heard from him, and I rather hope it stays that way.
Oh, she really doesn't like him. But he loved her so much in his weird way. But anyway, what came of Karen?
Oh, she inherited dominion over the underworld. Last time we spoke, she was working on a new world of some kind.
Huh?
She wouldn't say what it was, but I'd be surprised if you don't run into her again. I imagine we all will, one day.
Ooh, it was nice to meet you.
And you, although it feels like I've known you forever. Oh, and one last thing. Do you remember all those golden statues scattered throughout the city?
Yep.
Good, because they remember you.
Huh.
Well done, my friend.
What?
Of all the heroes who ever journeyed to the underworld and returned, none came close to achieving what you did. Hercules, Orpheus, Theseus, and Olympus would be proud.
Wow, all these golden statues are there. The Canon ending. Here you go, guys. Oh, we got 4 out of 4 endings. What? That's it? Oh. Wow. Wow. 4 out of 4? We did it. Wow, what a game. Developed by modern storyteller. Director, writer, designer, and producer Nick Pierce. Just one guy. Programmer and a lead assist. What a tiny studio of immensely talented people. And the voice acting. I mean, the voice acting was amazing. The scripts, the actors. Yeah, my favorite was George's. I'll let it roll and just say that I really like the game, and I didn't expect it to be the last episode, but here it is. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any other games that you want to play together, sort of, let me know in the comments, and subscribe to the channel, leave a like. It's huge support to me. I appreciate every like, every subscribe, every comment. And yeah, I'm only a little bit sad that this game is done, but you know, still can't wrap my hand around it, and like thinking about the god. Actually, like if you look at the Egyptian like painting of their god, they don't look human. So for me, it's quite believable that those gods were actually aliens.